Hello. You have veered off the main path and stumbled into the View from the Crow's Nest. I'm Robert Crow, and whenever I get around to it, I investigate some important topics and sometimes leak secret information. So it is with our program today, entitled Captain Midnight. I've tried to explain this to younger generations, and the reaction is predictable. It's the deer in the headlights stare. They tolerate my stories if I keep them short. When I was a kid, I used to sit as close as I could to the radio, unnecessarily placing my ear against the speaker. I could hear the radio, but I could also hear my mother's voice rolling across the room, telling me that I would ruin my hearing. The reason for my medical risk? I didn't want to miss a word of my favorite radio program, Captain Midnight. Captain Midnight originated at WGN Chicago in 1938 and ran for 11 years on the radio. For most of the show's run, the sponsor was the chocolate drink Ovaltine, a product that's still available. It was this product, Ovaltine, that provided my strength, speed, and agility. Here's the story. Captain Jim Albright was an airplane pilot who was really an undercover agent fighting spies and crime. He headed the secret squadron that fought bad guys the world over. His undercover name? Captain Midnight. There were some regulars in the cast. The main characters were Icky Mudd, the chief mechanic, and Joyce Ryan, a forerunner of women's rights because she had an equally important role in fighting crime. There were various bad guys, although the nemesis that remained during the entire run of the program was the evil Ivan Shark and his equally evil daughter, Fury Shark. The secret squadron fought espionage in foreign countries, rooted out spies during the war, and chased criminals of all kind anywhere in the world where the squadron was needed. There were millions of listeners, about half of them adults. You see, the hook for me was the program had a secret coded message from Captain Midnight. To understand the message, I had to have a Captain Midnight decoder called the Codograph. It was a premium for faithful listeners. Here's the drill. I tore off the label of the Ovaltine jar before it was empty and sent it off for my secret decoder. It was a plastic handheld device with a winged clock. Well, not a real clock, but the hands were pointed to midnight. The radio program came on once a week, and at the end of the show, a secret code was announced that gave me a clue to the next episode. It was a top secret code that could not be cracked by foreign spies or anyone who did not have a decoder. I'll share with you the decoder secret. The number 1 was an A, number 2 was a B, number 3 was a C, and so on. So a code 23-5-23-9-14 would be decoded as "We win." There's no way to describe the euphoria of decoding the message and having secret information to carry me through the week. I did wonder about old Mrs. Gamage next door, who had no decoder and no clue as to what was going to happen. Poor thing. Captain Midnight had a brief fling with comic books, a comic strip, film, and TV. These were good attempts, but none matched the imagination needed for the radio serial. So I will close with this. Get your pencil ready. 18-5-13-5-13-2-5-18. Well, that's our program for today. Check back often and see if we have the courage to try this again on another random topic. I'm Robert Crow with The View from the Crow's Nest.